You're listening to the audio production of 2 Corinthians Audio Lectures, 16 Lessons on History, Meaning, and Application by Judith A. Diehl. Published by Zondervan and read by the author. These audio lectures are a unique learning experience. Unlike a traditional audiobook's direct narration of a book's text, this production includes high-quality live recordings that cover the important points from each chapter as well as relevant material from other sources.
Greetings. I'm Dr. Judith Diehl, and I would like to welcome you to the Story of God Bible Commentary video series. I would like to be a tour guide as we journey together with the Apostle Paul to the city of Corinth in ancient Asia Minor. We'll be studying a book called 2 Corinthians in your canonical Bibles, but we will see that Paul had numerous communications with this early Christian church in Corinth. By way of introduction to this letter, I would like for you to think for a moment about the amazing technology that we have today that grants us rapid communications with one another. Sometimes our faster communications make matters better, and sometimes they make matters worse. In a similar way, the written communications between the Apostle Paul and the church at Corinth lack the close, intimate nature that can only be achieved with a visit in person. Then, as now, our written communications can be misunderstood, or words need further explanations. Now, I would like to ask you to consider this question. Have you ever had to write a hard letter to someone that you loved? Maybe you had to write a hard email to fire an employee or terminate a relationship. The Apostle Paul had to write probably more than one hard letter to his brothers and sisters in the church at Corinth. We have 2 letters in our New Testament that were sent there, and of the 2, it appears that 2 Corinthians may have been the more difficult one for Paul to write. In this letter, we see a whole spectrum of emotions. It is tearful, joyful, gentle, loving, but it is also corrective, bold, and threatening. 2 Corinthians is an occasional letter sent to a particular group of new Christians, written to reveal the Christian truth which can be applied to all believers beyond the historical situation. The Corinthian church was started by Paul and his associates on his second missionary journey, perhaps around AD 50 to 51. If our 1 Corinthians letter could be dated to around AD 54 to 55, then this letter could be dated around AD 56. In fact, the Corinthian church was plagued with numerous problems, apparent in both of our canonical letters. The city of Corinth was well known for its commerce, its Greek culture, and its religions, and its immorality. It was home to 12 pagan temples and a Jewish synagogue. In this setting, 2 Corinthians was written as an obvious attempt on the part of a concerned pastor to address specific issues that were detrimental to the church in Corinth. With respect to the Gentile mission, it's essential that we remember that Paul's ministry was conducted in the context of the 1st century AD Roman Empire. The Roman imperial power gained solid control through military supremacy. The army devastated local towns and villages and had massacred and enslaved people. The Greek city of Corinth was demolished in 146 BC and left in ruins. In 44 BC, Emperor Julius Caesar rebuilt the city as a Roman colony, and its strategic location quickly made it a center for commerce and trade. Corinth was a hub for products and for people. Under his imperial scheme, thousands of people living in the Palestine region were deported and moved to other parts of the empire. Jewish communities and Jewish Christians settled in the diaspora, in the regions outside of Palestine. The Apostle Paul traveled and ministered throughout this age
Sample complete. Ready to continue?